Fortnite's live event has begun, and the question of what is coming has just been answered. Yo! Did you know there's a game-breaking glitch in-game that's allowing players to see what is actually behind the telescope galaxy projector in the sky? You can now glitch right up to it, and it seems Epic Games accidentally left something here to do with the event, and it explains everything. Telescope galaxy projection can be found in the sky in Fortnite, and it's coming from the telescope that Dr. Sloan has been building. The telescope has reached stage 3, and it can now be seen pulsating with energy, and a glowing beam is getting stronger and stronger each and every day. Each stage, we will see this circle-shaped orb moving further and further around the galaxy, getting closer to our island until it reaches its final stage. There are multiple stages to this build-up event, but what is actually being brought to our Fortnite island is the answer we all want. And in this video, we have the answer. Players believe this orb that is coming to our Fortnite island is in fact the return of the last reality and the cube cradle to our Fortnite game. The cube cradle was the last reality's secret weapon. It made an appearance at Chapter 3's final event, and it is so large that it might just be this planet-sized thing that is coming to our game. In Chapter 4 of Season 2, Triarch Nox was a villain on our Fortnite island. Triarch Nox is a messenger of the last reality, and he made a bunch of eerie statements confirming that the last reality is coming back once again to our Fortnite island. All over the temple location in Fortnite right now are a bunch of symbols and runes which seem to be related to Kevin the Cube, and Kevin the Cube belongs to the last reality. Not just this, in a recent update in Fortnite, Dr. Sloan's new questline has a secret relating to the last reality. She says, I am picking up something, a signal I've seen before, a very old signal, one I think I recognize. It's not a natural cosmic phenomenon, and it's coming our way with intent. As Dr. Sloan is picking up a signal that she recognizes, and it's coming our way with intent. It seems to suggest whatever is coming to our Fortnite island in this season's final live event has something related to the last reality, and it might very well be the cube cradle. Okay, yo, first thing is first. We've got to build all the way up the giant galaxy that is in our sky right now. We need to get as close to the galaxy as humanly possible. To do this, we got to build up as high as we can until we hit the ceiling of our Fortnite island. There is an invisible ceiling literally right at the top of our Fortnite game. Players can't pass it unless you know a special trick that will allow you to phase through. Anything that you see in this video, I do not condone. I do not do this. This is not me. I mean, it is me. I did this. But all in the name of science. We're glitching inside. Okay, right now we've literally reached the top of our Fortnite island. We cannot go any higher, so you can't place anything else. This is perfect. You can see the galaxy right in front of us, and we can see what we're trying to find. But what you might not know, right in the center of that circle, Epic Games left something in the game that they really shouldn't have, and it gives us the final clue to figure out what is really happening. If the cube cradle is coming to our Fortnite game, it doesn't really explain any of this. Codename for this event in the game's files is called Moon Guide, and when the audio logs are converted into a visual spectrogram image, they show multiple moon phases. This is a secret by Epic Games, showing off different types of moons. Looking at the galaxy in the sky, we can see this shape is round, a bit like a moon, and with the murals at Rumble Ruin being the most important storyline assets explaining what is happening this season, it seems to show a moon and a sun, and an upcoming eclipse. An eclipse is when the moon passes the sun, creating a great darkness on the earth. Dr. Sloan herself says there is an eclipse coming. She says there's no way the people who left this place could have known about this eons ago, unless it happened before. The eclipse is the key. It has to be. Dr. Sloan thinks the moon is involved in this final event. The murals suggest the moon is involved. Even Epic Games themselves have posted a bunch of cryptic tweets online referencing and referring to a moon. So, is it actually a moon that is arriving to our Fortnite game that will be causing the eclipse? Or is it in fact the cube cradle? Well, the answer to this question can be found behind the telescope projection that is in the sky. Okay, now we've reached the highest point. We're gonna have to glitch through this invisible boundary. We can't build up any higher. So what you guys are gonna need to do... we are now in replay mode in-game. And as you can see, not only are we close to the galaxy, but we can actually travel up higher than we can in-game normally. I mean, I'm literally stuck down there right now in-game. I can't get any higher. But guess what, baby? We're heading towards the galaxy. In replay mode, we can head closer and closer to the galaxy by flying up into the sky. We can pass above the secret invisible wall that stops us, the players, from leaving our Fortnite island. And this can only be done in replay mode. Hey, yo, we are getting closer and closer by the second. You may not be able to see it right now. This mysterious circle behind it is the key to what is actually coming this season. Okay, we're still heading closer and closer, but at some point soon, we're gonna struggle. We cannot quite get right up in front of it, but what we can do is get behind it. Any second now, we should be able to glitch behind this telescope projector, and all will be revealed. We know the cube cradle is huge. In fact, it's the biggest bad guy to ever exist in our Fortnite game. But is the cube cradle the size of a planet? For an eclipse to take place, it would need to be big enough to block out the sun. And to be honest, cube cradle is probably nowhere near big enough to block out the sun. In the audio logs with Dr. Sloan, she did not sound too worried or concerned when she mentions the old signal. When she says, a very old signal, one I think I recognize.
A signal I've seen before. A very old signal. One I think I recognize.
Sloan does not sound too distressed at this signal. Of course, Dr. Sloan was there when the last reality attacked our Fortnite Island all the way back in Chapter 2. She knows the power of the last reality and the destruction it would cause for all realities if they were to return. So, if the last reality was coming back to our Fortnite Island, you would think she would sound a bit more concerned about it, but seemingly not. Looking at the files of the textures used for this telescope galaxy, we can actually find the exact texture for this round planet-shaped object, and it's literally a perfect circle, which matches up with the shape of the moon. Though it seems maybe more likely that we are seeing some kind of planet's moon arrive to our game rather than the cube cradle. Oh well. The final confirmation of what is happening in this season's final events can literally be found right here. It's time to glitch behind this telescope galaxy and find whatever games forgot to remove. Here we go. We're about to glitch behind it, I believe. Telescope projector that is predicting this season's final events. Hold on. Hold on. Yo, everything's just gone blurry. Hey, don't worry. This is actually what's supposed to happen. We're glitching behind the galaxy. This is what is actually supposed to happen. Yeah, we're actually behind it. The game's just tried to stop us from being able to see. And if we break through the boundary... Yo, we've done it. Hey, yo, this is it. We're finally behind the giant galaxy in our game. And when we zoom in, we can see something very special. You can notice that the galaxy itself is no longer viewable from underneath, but the mysterious circle in the middle is literally still visible. We can see the exact same circle that can be viewed both at the front and at the back and at the side, which means that this texture is not a 2D texture, but a 3D texture, which means it's actually a sphere shape. The circle in the center of the galaxy is not a circle, it's a sphere, like the shape of a planet, confirming to us, the players, that yes, this in fact is a moon coming to our Fortnite game, and maybe not likely, the cube cradle.